We're back at the Meeple on Board booth, who's been very kind to sponsor us once again, so we can take a look at some absolutely incredible games this year. So stay tuned and welcome to So Play We All at Spiel 2025. In another video that we recorded 5 minutes ago, but you might have seen it days ago. I don't know. Mario showed me Fruit Cup, and now we're going on to something completely different.
Yes,
That looks way more complex,
it is.
but just as cool. And this is Kepler 3042.
Yes,
This is a whole universe in front of us, Mario. What
Milky
is-
Way to be precise.
what is Kepler all about?
Well, first of all, this is the new edition of a game originally released in 2016.
Okay.
Okay, our first Kickstarter project it was, and this is part of our Euro game line. We use the brand Placencia Games because we acquired another company
Okay.
years ago, which was specialized in Euro games, and so we still use their logo. So you can find it with two brands, Postscriptum and Placencia Games. Kepler 3042 wants to be an ode to space exploration, let's say. It's a game of discovery, exploration, civilization with no conflict, no military aspect.
Okay.
Okay, you want to expand humanity in the Milky Way.
Okay.
It's a Euro game, a resource management game. And I'll explain the game in short.
Okay. Yes.
Now this is the setup for 4 players. In less than 4 players, there are less hexagons. You can see that some stars are binary or trinary stars.
Okay.
And so during setup, if you play in 3 players, you don't use the trinary stars.
Okay.
If you play in 2 players, you don't use also the binary stars. So there are less
A few
objects.
satellites.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, of course, there is the list of planets that you must remove. It's not random. There is a balanced setup according to the number of players.
Okay.
By the way, I will maybe explain it better later, but this game has a huge solo campaign included in the
now you're talking. I like that.
Yes.
Good.
All of our Euro games have the solo mode, and starting with this, there is also the solo campaign that you can progress level.
That sounds
yes.
exciting. That sounds very exciting.
That's the same also for Shogun no Katana and Tameri, our
Okay.
other games. So, well, each player has a personal board, which is 2-sided, female and male,
Okay.
and a technology board. At the beginning of the game, the first thing you do is you draw one secret objective.
Okay.
A secret objective can be, for example, terraform a specific kind of planet, or I don't know, terraform. This is a difficult one. Okay. Colonize an alien planet, or maybe something like advanced technology levels, climb the leaderboards, etc. It's something that can give you a strategical idea or how to play your game.
Okay, so it gives you some direction already.
Yeah.
Good.
There are 2 sets, one of easier ones and the other ones that are very demanding. Okay. At the beginning of the game, we decide if we want to use all the player use the easy ones or all the player use the hard ones. Okay. So you have your board, and you start the game with 3 cubes of energy and 3 cubes of matter on the Earth. Earth is the only planet you control at the beginning. You can the main feature of the game is that you can arrive to have up to 7 energy, 7 matter, and 3 antimatter. And these are all the resources you can have in the game. You have to manage these 17 cubes
Okay,
precisely. You can not hoard resources.
Good.
Okay. So you look at, for example, terraform at least one rocky planet. This is secret, but now
we are friends.
yeah. So, for example, so after you read your objective, you climb, let's say, two technologies one step for free.
Okay.
All the players choose 2 technologies, and they start one level of the 2 technologies. And then you start to play. There is a first player. This is the first player token. And first of all, you have to decide which of your 9 main actions you want to perform. And so you must move your cube. You can use any of the others except the one
in the center.
No, where you are at the moment.
Okay.
So let's suppose that I do this, then later I can do this, later I can do this. I must move the cube. Okay. So you make a choice, and then you perform the action, and then you can decide if you want to burn a cube to perform the bonus action. So you see each square has one action on the top and one action on the time.
Oh, okay.
On the right. So if I use this, I can burn forever, almost forever, one resource to activate this one, and another one if I want to activate this one. Okay. So.
But you cannot activate the same twice.
No. So you have 17 cubes to manage, and to make a very good game, you should burn others. So you have less and less. There are some ways to recover, to get back something you burned, but it's difficult. It's not easy.
So it's necessary, but you have to do it judiciously.
Exactly. So it's necessary. Yes, if you want to win, I think I burn them a lot. But of course, then you have to deal with the fact that you have just a small amount. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can explain the actions. Okay. Very, very shortly.
Okay.
Here, you build the spaceships.
Okay.
When you have to spend resources, you have to spend them from a planet. These you don't have them available. You have these available. Each starship costs 1 matter and 1 energy. When you spend, they return here, and you place your spaceship around the planet. Now the Earth, we use the sun. Okay. So, for example, if I want to spend all of them, I can build 3 starships around the planet. Okay. After I perform my action and I decide to burn to make the extra actions if I want, all the starships move automatically. In this case, 1 step, according to the space travel technology. So they would already start to explore. And doesn't matter what I do, they always move 1 step until after I do my action. Okay. Then colony seeding. When you these can travel, but when they arrive on a planet, they must stop. Okay. With colony seeding, I take back my starship and I take possession of the planet. So the ideal way would be to have them on, maybe ideally if I have all of them on planets, let's do like this, with only 1 action, I take
the 3. So you can maximize.
Yes, of course. So in this case, I would take number 1, number 18, and number 23. And 26. I also every player also has a table that I know it may seem complicated if you say it, but it isn't once you know to play. So you can know exactly all the rewards, the production, the terraformation level of the planets, all the planets. So you know what are you going to take. Yes. And so, for example, in this case, I immediately score 4 colonization points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because these are the
little icons on the top to
yes.
the right. Okay.
I arrived here, so this allows me to produce 1 resource
Okay.
for free on any of the planets I already have.
Okay.
This is only here you can take back a resource that you already burned. So at the beginning of the game, I normally burn antimatter, which is the most precious one, but is not very useful at the beginning. And I take back when I reach there.
Okay.
Okay. Then here you spend resources to advance your technology. You can spend all the resources you have with no limits until you have them on the planets. To advance your resources. For example, from now on, my starships move 3 steps, etc. Or here you can switch resources and move resources through the planets, which is very interesting. Here you can produce, we will see later, these 2 are used to produce resources. And this is used to terraform planets and to exploit planets.
Okay.
I will show them it.
Just breaking in here to mention that this interview took place at the Meeple on Board Vanguard booth at Spiel 2025. Meeple on Board Vanguard is the leading licensing agency for board games and role-playing games. They have already signed over 1,000 contracts, bringing games to more than 20 languages across the world. The website address is shown in the notes below. Check them out. Now, back to the interview.
When you arrive on the ones that have the blue mark, you climb the technology leaderboard.
Okay.
Okay. And for example, in this case, I would also produce 1 energy on a planet that I own. Okay, then stellar propulsion, I move my ships. As I told you, I already moved the ships. I normally move the ships for free, but with this I move them as an action, and then of course I move them again. So it's to sprint.
Okay.
Okay. Terraforming, each planet has a terraforming cost and a terraforming level. For example, here I need to have this terraforming level, and I have to pay 1 matter from the planet itself. So I take terraforming, I do this, I simply pay it, so it returns here. It gives me another one of these.
Okay, so it will be.
So this, then I will explain the medals. And now the planet also produces more, and it's worth 1 point at the end of the game.
Okay.
This planet is much more expensive, and we need to be here with the terraforming level. This planet is
even more complex.
Yes.
Okay.
We must be here to be able to terraform it, but it will give me 4 points.
Okay.
And produces a lot of resources.
Okay.
And such. Okay. Galactic mapping is the one action that nobody wants to take, but it's very important because, first of all, you advance 1 step on one of the 2 leaderboards at your choice.
Okay.
And then you reveal 4 different. And so everybody always waits for someone else to do it. But instead, it's important to know where you are going to make a very good game. Energy storage. You produce on one of your planets the amount of energy shown in your you see produce 3 energy development is written here, which technology is required to activate this. So for example, I have this, I could put on the Earth or on another planet, but only on one planet, because one part that you must carefully manage is where the resources are. For example, if I want to build a starship from here, I need to have, that's number 18, I need to have these two resources on the planet, okay, to start from here. And for example, when if I take this planet, then it's very important for me to start from here to reach the outer part of the galaxy, which gives you more points if you go there. Planetary exploitation. You produce on a planet. You can produce on 1 or 2 planets according to the level of technology what they are producing. So, for example, this one will produce 1 and 5.
And they will have to be on that planet. You cannot split in between the 3 planets.
You can go up to 2 planets.
Okay.
According to your technology. Of course, you need to have the resources. For example, if now I produce here, I don't have 2 available resources. No. Okay?
Okay.
But here, this technology, for example, allows me to transform 1 into 1, and so now I have this to produce.
Gotcha.
You have many combo moves to do. It's a brain-consuming game.
Yeah.
But I like it so much. And this one allows you to produce antimatter, which is a maximum to 3. And then the bonus action here, you produce a starship for free, a cube for antimatter for free, where you want. You advance on the leaderboards. You move all your starship by 2. Which these are small actions, but if you do them in the right moment, they change your game.
That's right.
And then you produce 1 and 1 on the Earth. Okay. So this is the core of the game. Just I forgot to tell that the beginning part, the first thing you do in each round, you reveal 1 event.
Oh, and it has a specific action that happens at the end of the round for a particular player that needs conditions.
A specific positive bonus that arrives to someone.
Okay.
For example, the player who is at the
lowest level of quantum physics may make the following exchanges any number of times: 1 energy for 1 matter, or 1 energy for 1 energy, 1 matter for 1 energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can switch matter. The player with the least.
Okay. So the one at a disadvantage gets a little bit of something going on.
But you reveal it at the beginning of the round and apply at the end of the round.
Okay.
So you know what.
So that also gives you a little bit of a drive as to where your tactics could go for that round.
And then there are 18 cards, but 2 of them are removed randomly at the beginning of the game.
Okay, so that gives a
because you have 16 rounds.
Okay.
And so normally you keep track with this. But if you forget to keep track, you know that when the deck ends.
That's it. Okay, that's clever.
Just a couple of things more. Yes. When you reach the first one, who reaches this, place it here.
Okay.
And then at the end of the round, the player which is the most advanced takes all of them. So that's one example. That the red player, I play first, and I place it here. Then the red player reaches the same. At the end of the round, I will take 1. It's a victory point, and there are some more.
Okay.
So also the red player takes 1. And so we both score 1 point. This is a sort of race.
Okay.
Okay. And then also you produce that 1 time you take back from the Clausius pit where you burn the resources. Then you can produce, and then these are victory points at the end. So if I have both of them, it's 16 points, which are
it's quite a lot.
Quite a lot, yes. Another way to take back resources is you reach a mine.
Okay.
If you have a starship on the mine at the end of the game, are 2 points for each starship. But you can take back the starship. It arrives home and harvesting something. So you take something that you had here and you place back here.
Okay.
Okay. It's the other way to
recover the resources that you've burned.
And also one of these cards allows you to regenerate one. You can this one instead, the first one who arrives simply makes one step.
Okay.
It's this is the
Is
only
that-
one that is
I did the bonus.
it goes away.
Okay.
So at the end of the game, 60 round, you sum up, add up your score.
Okay.
So points for
For
antimatter that you have on the planets, 1 point per antimatter. Bonus if you have 5 planets of the 5 kinds, you score 5 points, or 3 points if you have 3 of the same kind.
Do they need to be terraformed or
No. These 2 points per each starship on the mine. When you reach the end of each line, it's 2 points. The medals
Yeah.
are points. Each planet in this area is 1 point. Each planet in the middle area is 2 points, and each planet in the longer area is 3 points. Then points on the leaderboard, the points on the terraforming planet, and the secret objective.
Okay.
So many ways to do points. For example, in the game, I won games in which I didn't place starship in play until the 7th, 8th round.
Okay.
I concentrated on
developing new technologies.
yes, and then I started with a very powerful starships, and I did. So normally the beginners start with producing starships and
And
start
spread out.
yes, but it's not mandatory.
Okay.
Really, you have many different tactics.
One question. Once you occupy a planet, another player cannot
No.
enter the planet. So that's it, it's locked
And
off.
you only have 5 of these.
Okay, so you have to be very careful also what planets you're going to colonize. Okay.
Yeah. And that's it. I also only wanted to show you that in the rule book you see the rule for solitaire play. I don't know if you can. There is a campaign with many different levels, and also at the end of the game, there is a scientific booklet that explains terraforming, exploitation, my antimatter, the kind of planets, the real science in 3042.
Okay,
So,
that's pretty cool.
Something it's real. So the part on the planet and on the black hole in the center of the galaxy is real. The part about space travel,
It may or may not be.
yes. We also made a publisher's note on how we hope the humanity will be in 3042, of course. And so we like placing historical or scientific booklets in our Euro games.
I think it's a very good idea because one of the problems I have with Euro games is that they have a theme, but the theme is not always really implemented. It's just a way to display the mechanics. So to have that, I think it helps consolidate the theme and give it a bit more, for lack of a better word, gravitas to the whole thing. So I think that's a great idea.
So in the end, just to tell one last thing is that this game, I like it a lot. It's brain consuming, especially the first time you play it.
Yeah.
But I think it can really be satisfactory because in the first round, you will see that you make very small things. What I produce 2 energy on the Earth. Okay.
Doesn't feel like much, but
Doesn't feel like much. But in the last rounds, really, if you know how to play, you can do incredible tricks. So maybe I produce here, I transform a matter into energy, I move there, I terraform the planet, and you can do many huge things. I move my starships 9 steps. Also, for example, if you reach here, you spend only energy and not matter to build the starship. You have many other bonus parts, etc. So you really can see
how
your
things
game
are growing.
Yeah.
That looks absolutely amazing. This is for up to 4 players?
Yes,
Okay,
from 1 to 4.
And it's available already?
It's available in Italian, English, and French.
So, for those of you who like a heavier game, and yet, actually it's quite accessible. You've explained this in about 20 minutes, which I think it wouldn't take much longer to prepare.
Yes.
And we've set it up in about 5 minutes between the two of us, so it doesn't
Yeah.
take
No.
a huge amount of time for setup either. So if you're looking for a space exploration, resource management game,
Also, the
this-
game lasts 90 minutes.
Okay, so it's not unmanageable either. It's just not something you have to
because
spend
it's
the
60
whole
rounds.
thing.
You normally say, oh, if only there was another turn, only one other turn.
Well, that's good, because at
Yes.
least you want him more to play another round. So
Exactly.
that's excellent. Mario, this looks absolutely brilliant. I like
Thank you.
the balance of the complexity and the accessibility of the whole thing, which is something many times Euros don't get very well. But this feels very, very cool with plenty of ways to play the game and variability. So that
Yeah, we
is
made
a triumph.
We made so many playtesting on this game.
This is excellent. This is very good. Thank you very much indeed for showing me.
Thank
Kepler
you
is
very much.
absolutely gorgeous, and you stay there because there are going to be more videos coming up very, very soon indeed. Thank you, Mario.
Bye bye.